Welcome to the class. Let's start with the new topic that is reproduction in animals. Okay, so do you know something about the reproduction? Have you heard this word? Yes, you know. We have learned this in the plant session, right? So, what do you mean by the reproduction? See, as per our rule, when we want to learn something, when we want to understand something, what we have to do? Yes, split that word into two parts. So now, if we want to learn something, then we have to split it. Now, how we will split it? Yes, that is re and production. Producing something just like them. That is called reproduction, right? That is not the production like in films, but that is producing something that is just like them only. So that is the reproduction. So how these animals are reproducing? As you know, this animal is living like this, like this, like this. This animal is living like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. So many things are common between them, right? So that is due to reproduction. As you can find out that the structure of cat, the body structure of the cat or the body structure of cow is most of the same, right? Most of the cows will be having the same body structure. Most of the cat will be having the same body structure. Why it is so? Because they are reproducing and they are producing the same thing just like them. That's why the name has been given reproduction. Okay, so what we are having next? See, as you can see, one cow is there, baby cow is there, then this horse is there, baby horse is there, dog is there, baby dogs are there. So these things are there. So what we are trying to say from this, that whenever this animal is doing the reproduction things, it will producing the same kind of organism, right? It will look like a cow only. If the horse is reproducing, then the next generation will be looking like them only. Why is it so? Because of their genetic material. Whatever is there inside them, it will look like that only. See, whenever we are born, then some characteristic will be there, right? Which is related to our parents. We are looking like humans only because we are reproduced from the humans. We are not reproduced from the horse. So the horse will be reproducing and it will generate the horse only. So whenever cow is reproducing, it will produce cows, right? So these are the things by which we can say reproduction is there, and with the help of this reproduction, they are generating their lots of species on the earth, right? So whenever you are going, you can find lots of cows are there. Why? Because not only one cow is there. They are continuously reproducing and they are generating so many species on the earth, right? Now see, so what do you mean by the reproduction? As any other living thing, animals are also born, grow, and give birth to their own kind. See, remember these things. See, as we grow, right? First we will be born. Then after born, that we will be growing in our stages, right? Different growing stage will be there. After that, we will give birth to our kinds, right? So whatever the children will be there, it will be related to their parent only. If horse is reproducing, the new horse will be looking like the horse only. If the human beings are reproducing, it will be looking like humans only. So they are born, grow, and give birth to their own kind. Remember this thing. Get old and again die. See, that is the life cycle of an animal. Life cycle of any living thing, that they will be born, then grow, they will give birth to their young kind, then they will get old and die. Then they will pass these things to their new generation. Again, the new generation will follow the same thing, right? They will be born, grow, then reproducing, right? Then they will get old and they will get die. So that is the same fundamental clear thing that will be followed by all the living things. As you know about the plants too, plants will become growing in their stages. Then after some time they will be having the flowers, fruits, and then after some time they will get old and they will get die, right? The leaves of the plant, you know, na? So from that seed, again it will grow into new plant. Again the same seed will be there. From this seed, we are having the large tree. Then from this tree, we will be having the fruit again. Then from that fruit, we will grow another tree, right? So this pattern grows on. So now, in this one, we are talking about the animals. So the ability to produce more of their own kind is known as reproduction. The animal which is producing their own kind of things, right? So that is called reproduction. Now, see, reproduction is very essential for the continuation of a species or a group of animal. See, if one horse is there, if they are not producing a new species, if no baby horse is there or no baby frog is there, then what will happen? After the parent become dead, then who will be following them? No horse will be there, no frog will be there, no cat will be there, no cow will be there. If only one thing is there, they will live their life and get dead. But now, what about the future generation? See, let us take an example. Right now, we are having so many cows. Then they are reproducing and they are producing baby cows. So that after they are getting matured, they will give us milk. But imagine, if this cow, if in your farm, 100 cows are there. But after this 100 cows are getting matured, they are getting old. And they are not reproducing, then they will get dead after some time. So what will happen? You will not get any kind of milk. There will be no cow in your farm. So what will be the continuation of that cow? So for that part, to continuously having some cows, to having continuously some species of that animal on the earth, they are reproducing. So you know the importance of the reproducing for the continuation of a particular species, right? So they are reproducing. They are producing their own kind, right? So that it will be continuing in the future generations too. It ensures the continuation of similar kind of individuals generations after generation. So generation after generation, if the first generation has reproduced, now the second generation is ready, right? So they will get mature, they will get reproduced, right? And they will produce another animal. Now the third generation will be getting ready for the fourth generation. So just like that, the continuation is going on and we will be having the same species of that animal on the earth. Clear? Now, see, there are two types of reproducing things. That is, animal reproduction can be done in two ways. The first group, they will lay eggs. What they will do? They will lay eggs. And the second group of animals will be giving birth to their young ones. Right? So, these are the two categories. You know, the birds will be there. The octopus, goose, fish, chicken. This all the animals will lay eggs and we are using the eggs from these animals too, right? And some of the animals which do not lay eggs, they are directly giving birth to their young ones, right? As you know about the humans, humans are giving birth to their young ones. They are not laying eggs. So there are two categories for the reproduction in animals, that is laying eggs as well as giving birth to their young ones. So this cat, rabbit, deer, panda, you can say humans. These are the examples of the animals which give birth to their young ones. Clear these things? Okay. Now see, what is the next thing? So the first group of animals give birth to their young one. The baby develops inside the body of the mother, right? So the baby is developing inside the body of mother because mother is going to give birth to that young one. That's why they are growing inside the body of the mother. The second category of the group of animals are those which lay eggs. Baby hatches out from the egg. Now you have heard this new thing. Hatches out. What do you mean by this hatches out? They will be coming out of that egg. Have you observed any egg structure? We are going to learn this in this session only. See, if the egg is there, then baby is developing inside the egg. So after it get matures, the baby will come out from this egg, right? So that is called hatching. That is a process. That is hatching, right? So the first group is which is giving birth to the animals, and the second group is there which will lay eggs, and from this eggs only the baby will come out. Now the first we are going to learn about the egg laying animals. So what do you mean by the egg laying animals? The word itself, it is telling us that the animals which lay eggs are coming under this category. So many of the animals reproduce by laying eggs. There are so many group of animals which reproduce by laying eggs. That will be different kind of eggs will be there. As you know, the chicken eggs will be different. The you can say another animal's egg. If you take the example of fish eggs, right? So it will be different from the another animal. So the eggs are laid in a safe place like nest, burrows and halls. So they should be safe, right? Because if one bird is laying their eggs at some place, so another animal can come and harm them, right? So for that purpose, they have to keep it safe. Now see, either of the parent sit on the egg to keep it warm. See, they are having two parents, mother and father. So one of the parent, either mother or father, either one of them will sit on the egg, right? To keep it warm because they have to provide the warmth, right? So for that part, they have to sit on the egg and that is called incubation. See, as you want to keep something warm, then you have to keep it in oven, right? That is the incubation. So just like that, mother or father will be sitting on the egg so that it can provide the warmth to the egg and that is called incubation. After that, a fixed period of time, the eggs get matured and the young one hatches out. That is the come out. That is called hatching process, right? So that is the meaning of this hatches out, it come out, right? So that is called hatching. So now you know the two process, that is incubation and hatching, right? So what do you mean by the incubation? Provide warmth, and this hatching out, that is coming out from the egg. Now see, that is the structure of chicken egg. So what are you observing in this one? See, mainly this yellow colored portion is there. That is called yolk. Then this white colored portion, not wild. That is white colored portion is there. That is the thick albumin. What is there? Yes, thick albumin is there. And the outer layer is about thin albumin. So this albumin is the name of protein, right? So now you know there are mainly two parts of the egg, the yellow colored and white colored. This yellow colored part is called yolk. Inside yolk, we are having embryo, right? How will you pronounce it? Embryo. This embryo will develop into a mainly that particular animal. And this albumin is a protein which will provide the nutrients to the growing embryo, right? It will provide the nutrition. So you have to remember these two mainly things, that is the yolk and albumin. You know this eggshell, the outer layer, that is called eggshell. Now see, in the center of the egg is the yellow colored portion is called yolk. It contains a developing baby called embryo. So inside that egg, we will be having one developing baby like this. That is called embryo, right? If that is the egg, that is a yellow colored portion. So this is a yolk of the egg, right? So inside this yolk, we are having one developing baby. That is called embryo. Now you know, na? This is the embryo. Then yolk is rich in fat, vitamins and minerals. See, in this yellow colored portion, we are having so much amount of fat as well as vitamins. You can say vitamins as well as vitamins. But the scientific language says that you have to pronounce it like vitamins. Okay? So yolk is rich in fats, vitamins and minerals, which is a food for growing embryo. As you know, that is baby is developing inside the yolk, right? So for that purpose, we have to provide some nutrients. So how they will get the nutrients? So they will get these nutrients from this yolk. Why? Because this yolk is having so much amount of fat as well as vitamins and minerals. Now, yolk is surrounded by a white jelly-like substance is called albumin. What is this albumin? Yes, this albumin is a protein, the name of the protein. Then it is rich in protein. This albumin is rich in protein. This albumin protects the embryo and provides water to it, right? So for that part, see, this is the outer layer, right? So it will protect the baby, right? And as well as it will provide water, because as you know that you require some food, right? So at the same time you require some amount of water too. So for that part, this water will be provided by the albumin. These substances are protected all together in a thin protective shell called the egg shell. So the outer layer of the egg is known as egg shell. Clear? So you have to remember these three things, that is egg shell, then albumin, and the third thing is yolk. And yolk is having embryo, right? So mainly three things you have to remember. The outer layer is eggshell, albumin is the white part, and this yolk is yellow in color, right? So how will you remember this? See, why? Why is related to yellow? So yellow color will be there in the yolk. Now see, if the structure of egg is there, so after some time, inside this, can you find out this black colored spot over here? It is very small in size. See, this black colored spot is there, which is the embryo. So after this egg is getting matured, it will develop an embryo like this. That is a developing baby, right? So that is the egg shell. This part is albumin, and that is embryo, and this one is yolk. So in this yolk region, we are having a embryo, that is the developing baby. So after this get matured, this egg shell will broken down. Can you see this? It will get broken down when the baby is getting matured, and it will break down and the baby chicken will come out. Clear? So the first part is egg shell, then white colored portion is albumin, which is providing protein as well as water. And this yolk will provide fat, vitamins, and minerals. Clear this thing? Okay. Let us write something. Eggshell, then yolk, and the third thing, albumin. So that you can remember it properly. Yolk will provide fat, vitamins, and minerals. And this albumin is rich in protein, and it will also provide the water. Clear these things to you? Okay. And this egg shall provide the protection. Okay. The embryo develops into a chick. Just like that, this embryo is developing into a chick. Now the second category of the reproduction is animals that give birth to their babies. So how they are going to give birth to their babies? So highly evolved animals have developed a much complex process of reproduction. That is the reproduction technique by giving birth to their babies. So the babies will develop inside the womb of the mother, right? Then they stay in the mother's womb for a fixed period of time. As you know, in humans, that is for 9 months. For 9 months, you are staying in your mother's womb. After 9 months, you will get mature and you will come out, right? So that is the reproduction technique in humans. So just like that, other animals are also giving birth to their young ones. but the time period will be different. The baby born looks like his or her parents. See, if the as we have seen in the egg laying animals, that chicken is looking like a chick, right? That chick is looking like a chick, or a horse is looking like a horse, as a cat is looking like a cat, as a cow is looking like a cow. So just like that, all the animals are looking like his or her parents. Clear? When the babies are born, they are weak and helpless. So, as you know, that small babies are very weak. They cannot easily walk, they cannot speak. They are weak and helpless. But this mother will take proper care of her babies and protect them from all odds till they can look after themselves. As you know, now you are very small in size, right? And very small. So, for that part, your parents will look after you, right? But after some time, you will be taking your responsibility, how to take care of yourself, right? And you will also take care of your parents once you get mature, right? So after the age of 20 to 25, you will be becoming mature. So after that time, you will do your job, right? You will earn money, you can get your food. So when you get your food, right? After that time, no one will take care of you because you are ready to take care of yourself, na? See, up to 5 or 6 years, mother will take care of their baby for feeding part, or you can say for all the things, bathing and all the things to make you for school, right? To make you ready for the school, to make you ready for going outside, right? But after you know that how to keep ourselves ready, your mother will not do that work, right? As you know that you are preparing your bag for your school, but first your mother was preparing your bag. So how is it possible? Because now you know, so your mother is free. Okay? The mother feeds her babies with her own milk. See, in this one, the animals which are giving birth to their babies, they will feed their young ones with her own milk. As you know, mammals are having the mammary gland. So through that mammary gland, the mothers will provide the milk to their young ones, or you can say babies. See, such animals which give birth to their babies and feed them their own milk are called mammals. Why they are known as mammals? Yes, because they are having the mammary gland. How will you pronounce? Mammary gland, through which it provides milk to their young ones. They are highly evolved animals with well developed brains. As you know, we are having brains, right? It is very developed. They have hair on their body, as you can see. We are having hairs on our body. Just like us, other animals also have their hair on their body, right? So there is the characteristic of the mammal, that is they give birth to their young ones. They are having mammary glands to feed their babies with their own milk. And the third is hair on their body. Most of the animals live on land and breathe through their lungs. That is a characteristic of this reproducing by giving birth. Whale and dolphins are aquatic animals. See, these are the aquatic animals which can give birth to their babies. Although they are aquatic, they can give birth to their babies. So, what are the examples? Whale and dolphins. As you know, most of the fishes are laying eggs. But this fish, that is a whale and dolphins, are giving birth. Okay, remember this part. That is the exception. And whenever you find something exception, that is the important. So the horse, man, cat, dog, elephant, deer, all these things are the examples of the animals which can give birth to their babies. So in this one, we have discussed that there are two types of the reproduction technique. By laying eggs, and the second category by giving birth to their young ones. So in the egg section, you have to learn about the eggshell, then albumin and egg yolk, right? And whatever the animals which are giving birth to their babies, they are having special adaptations and they are called mammals. Why? Because they are having mammary gland to feed their babies with their own milk. They are having hair on their body and they are having the intelligent brains, right? Clear these things? Okay, good.